The clay we're going to use today is called Model Magic. It feels kind of like Play-Doh, but it's a little fluffier and squishier, a little bit like marshmallows. This clay is different than Play-Doh because if you leave it out, it's going to dry out. So the thing we make today is forever. It's not something we're going to put back in a jar like Play-Doh. Okay, so when you get your clay, you're going to think of your animal first before you open it. I'm going to make a dinosaur today. So I'm going to start by just kind of rolling it into a ball here, like this. And I'm thinking, okay, so my dinosaur needs a head. So I'm going to take a piece off for the head. And I think I might take some pieces off for the legs too. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to make the body, but I will include the tail as part of that. If you have an animal that has a tail or something, you might want to set those pieces aside. So I'm going to start by, I know that most dinosaurs, I'm not looking at a picture right now, I'm just thinking in my head, have an oval-shaped body. And so I'm going to kind of roll that. And some things you could do to, if you want to create like tails or legs or heads, you could pull on the clay, okay? So I'm pulling it out, and this is how I'm going to make my dinosaur tail. So I'm pinching and pulling to make it. Okay, so this is my dinosaur's body right now. And another way you could do is, like I said, pull a piece off, roll it up, or create whatever shape. I'm going to make the head. And this kind of clay is pretty cool. It sticks together pretty easily. You just have to smush it together. You can use your fingers to kind of rub it down, to hold it on. Okay, and I can do that same thing for the legs. I'm going to roll them like snakes, just like you do with Play-Doh sometimes. Put those on there. And there. Okay, and then I'm going to make the hind legs. You know what? I'm going to even pinch some out for the hind legs. It's not long enough yet, but I think it'll work. I'm working really fast. You do not need to work super fast, but you do need to get it done today because this stuff will dry out on us. Okay, so now I've started to create my dinosaur. I can always squeeze it out more or scrunch it, tap it out more. Okay, and now I want to put on the details and the textures. So I could start to pinch the face. Now I've got all these tools here that I can use. I could use a paper clip to cut the mouth open. If you want that. You might use these little straws to create, making an eye in there. And I thought this would be a cool way to make some scales on here. Take the paper clip and pull it up. That's a cool texture. Kind of want to make my tail longer. Maybe make it curl around. If I want to, maybe my dinosaur has some spikes on it. Pinch it along the back. You do not need to make a dinosaur. You can make a monkey, you can make a bird, you can make a fish, you can make a panda, you could make an elephant, you can make a horse. There's so many fun things you could make. I'm just making a dinosaur because it's the thing that I thought of, and I think dinosaurs are kind of cool. Okay, maybe I want to take this toothpick and make some claws on it. So let's see if I can zoom in on that and maybe push that in there and make, I know that's not very focused. Let's see if I can get it focused for you. Make some claws. Okay, at the very end, I'm going to come around and write your name on the bottom of it. And we're going to let these dry because tomorrow we are going to color them. Okay, you know what? I think I want to put some textures on my spikes too. Now that I'm looking at that, I think that would be cool to take this toothpick and put some spikes in there. Okay? And probably I'll put the name somewhere here on the tail, but you don't need to worry about that part. I will do that part for you today. Have fun!